राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम
अवचरणारण्य भक्तिवेदांत संश्लेष भगवान समस्त गौरव भक्तवृंद की हिताय बहुत Hare Krishna. Welcome to all of you for today's session. So it's a special session. Today we are going to start a new series of lectures. So on subject matter Shastra pramanam. This is a one course actually. So we are going to discuss this course every day from morning afternoon 1 to 3. So anyone else they come, would you like to come? I need to share Zoom link with anyone or they can watch on me. What should I do? So you are saying that someone online. Okay, okay. No need to invite in Zoom. Huh? So this material is shared with everyone. I shared. Yes, I shared with the group. Yeah. A small write-up has been shared with all of you. I think it is with you. So in the beginning, we'll be trying to understand what is this course and how it is needed for us. So particularly in this Shastra Pramanam, this course, we are going to discuss 10 pramanas. So after discussing these 10 pramanas, we are coming to the right pramana. So which can give always right knowledge. That we'll understand, that is Shabda Pramana. In that Shabda Pramana also, where we can get that, that means which can be the uh, that Shabda Pramana. That is nothing but Vedas. Then after establishing Vedas as the Shabda Pramana, then we'll be going further. So in the finally, Srimad Bhagavatam is the highest Pramana. This we are going to establish in this course. Srimad Bhagavatam is the highest Pramana. So we begin from the scratch actually. We start from very beginning and and till there too we'll reach to the establishing of Bhagavatam as the highest pramana. And first and foremost thing is how this course can be useful for the devotees. That we'll discuss. So understanding the authenticity of the Shastras is very much important for the devotees. How the faith on the Shastra is going to connect, is having a connection with the our goal. What is our goal? Krishna Prema. So to get this Krishna Prema, this is a goal as a devotee we, and how it is connected actually. This course, that means particularly I am asking, in this course we are going to establish Shastra is the highest Brahman. Shastra is the pramanam. That means pramana means is the right source to gain the right knowledge. So how it is connected with the goal actually? Can you express some your ideas? My question I will write on this. I'm writing my question here. Yeah. Our goal is Krishna Prema. And now in this Shastra Pramana we are going to establish I have to share. In this Shastra Pramana course, we are establishing what we are establishing. Shastra is the highest Pramana. Is the highest pramanam for gaining right knowledge. How these two are connected with your goal and Shastra Pramana? Yes.
तो जी जो गोल है और जो हाईएस्ट जो नॉलेज हम उससे गेन कर सकते हैं और गोल्स के बारे में उसमें दिया होगा तो हम उससे रेफर कर सकते हैं हमें कैसे वहां तक जाना है कैसे पहुंचना है.
Yes. Okay. That means you want to say how to get that goal and everything we can learn from Shastra. So that's why Shastra Pramana, knowing Shastra is highest Pramana is very important. Yes. Yeah.
But Shastra is the road which directs us towards Krishna Prem. So if we have faith on the pathway, then this is the ultimate thing. We have to stick to it. Then we can be very quickly and easily directed towards it.
Very good. Shastra is the one which shows the pathway to reach to the goal. So that's why now if we have faith on Shastra, then we can stick to the path whatever is shown by the Shastra, and so that we can achieve our goal quickly. Very good. Very good.
Our desired goal is Krishna Prem.
Yes.
But before Krishna Prem, we should have firm conviction that only Krishna is God, everyone else are his servant. Krishna has name, form, qualities, and auspicious pastimes. To have that firm conviction that Krishna is Bhagavan.
Yes.
After having firm conviction, we can start bhakti.
Yes.
So that conviction comes from Shastra.
Yes. Very good. So Prabhu is saying that goal is Krishna Prem, and before going to that goal, so we should know Krishna is supreme and so and so. So we should have conviction on the Krishna. So for that we should have conviction on Shastra. Yes, you are saying like that only.
Yes.
Yeah. He is saying, huh? You? Yeah.
There are also kind of problems here. So Krishna cannot be known by our mental, because we are bound by limitations of mental platform, platform. So to know him, we need to know from somebody or some place where limited or bound by some material force. Like our mind is bound by material nature.
Yes.
So, but the Vedas talk about the transcendental platform.
Yes.
So from there you can understand the transcendence.
Yeah. So he is trying to say our mind is materially bounded. So Krishna is beyond that. So that's why Shastra will help us to understand that Krishna. Yes. So here the main point is Shastra is the highest pramana and for gaining right knowledge. So this we are going to learn this aspect how it is going to help us to reach our goal. That is the question actually. So here the main point is yes, Shastra is showing the path and that path, if we know that means there is only the authentic path, then our progress is very quick. That's very good. And also Shastra is actually yes, is telling about the Krishna, and so that's why if we have faith on Shastra, then whatever is told by the Shastra, from for that also you'll be having the so strong faith, and then you can practice that nicely. Yes, that's good. All answers. So now we'll discuss how this Shastra Pramana course is very important. In the Shastra Pramana, what we are achieving? We are achieving, so Shastra is the highest Pramana. And we are going to establish this. And this is only the mean to get the right knowledge. So this thing, how it is going to help us to reach our goal, Krishna Prem, that we will see. So yes, to reach to the Krishna Prem, what we need to do, what we should do. What is the mean? What is the way path to do Krishna to reach the Krishna Prem? What we should do?
Bhakti yoga process.
Yes. What kind of bhakti? Yeah.
Pure deep.
To reach to the prem, so we need to do the Suddha Bhakti. Okay. To reach to the Suddha Bhakti, then what we should do? This is also a question. How to get into the
Strong faith in.
So what is the
Association of the pure devotee.
association of pure devotee? To reach to the Suddha Bhakti, what is needed actually? So and to do Suddha Bhakti, what we need actually?
Both ways.
Huh? Yeah. So to do Suddha Bhakti, firm faith is needed. How? Can anyone explain the connection between the Suddha Bhakti and firm faith? Having firm faith is needed to do the Suddha Bhakti. How it is connected? Can elaborate? Can anyone elaborate? Yeah. You want to elaborate?
चैतन्य चरितामृत में श्लोक आता है उसमें बोलते हैं कि श्रद्धा अनुसार ही होता है कनिष्ठ मध्यम और ये उत्तम अधिकारी कनिष्ठ उत्तर की कम श्रद्धा होती है जो मध्यम होती है और जो उत्तम होती है उसकी दृढ़ श्रद्धा होती है जिसकी इतनी श्रद्धा आएगी वो भगवान से करता है
What is the and we are saying that the person, if anyone wants to do Suddha Bhakti, he should have what he should have? He should have firm faith, Dhrudha Shraddha. So how it is connected with the performance of Suddha Bhakti? For that, firm faith is needed. Yes.
Verse comes that Shraddha Shabda Vishwas Sudrida Nishchay Krishna Bhakti Kaila Sarkar. So if one is pure devotee, he thinks that only by pure devotion everything is done.
Yes.
If I render pure devotional service to the Lord, then I am accomplishing the purpose of my life. So he has that Sudrida Nishchay, Sudrida Vishwas.
Yes.
So that, because of that only he is able to.
So, because of if
he is not mixing it with other putting faith on something else. He is not putting faith on something else. Only by pure devotional service I'll attain the perfection of my life.
So then you have to elaborate Suddha Bhakti. Then you can connect the firm faith and mind. You want to elaborate Suddha Bhakti? So we are making, if anyone wants to perform Suddha Bhakti, he should possess the quality, firm faith. Such a person only can perform Suddha Bhakti. So, how to, that means how they, what is the connection actually between the firm faith?
There's no other Abhilasha. So, Abhilashita Shudha. And he has faith on or Abhilasha to render service to the Lord. This is the pure devotional service. So that is the line.
Yeah, very good.
तो कि जैसे इसमें अन्य अभिलाषिता शून्य ज्ञान कर्मादि अनावृतम, तो ज्ञान और कर्म से आवृत नहीं है वो भक्ति, तो उसका सपोर्ट नहीं दे रहा है, उसका स्टेटमेंट नहीं दे रहा है. सो ही शुड हैव फर्म फेथ. अभी वो शुद्ध भक्ति का जो डेफिनेशन है ज्ञान कर्मादि अनावृतम, तो उससे अनावृत हो पाएगा.
वेरी गुड.
इसमें फर्म फेथ है ना, पूरी तरह से शरणागत होए. वो शरणागति के 6 लक्षण वो पूरी तरह से अपना पाए. जो कृष्ण के प्रति शरणागत होगा वही हो.
कैसा शरणागत व्यक्ति ही शुद्ध भक्ति क्यों करेगा?
भक्ति
शुद्ध भक्ति मैंने कैसे का संबंध क्या है? मैंने आप लोग सब आंसर बोल रहे, ठीक. यू आर ऑल सेइंग वेरी राइट आंसर. दिस टाइम ट्राइंग टू एक्सप्लोर मोर.
अन्य विलासिता शून्य में ज्ञान कर्मादि अनावृतम. तो अगर वो पूर्ण ज्ञान का मतलब क्या होता है कि मैं आत्मा हूँ, और तो पर उसमें वो टोटली डिपेंडेंट है कृष्णा पे. तो कृष्णा ही मतलब मेरे को सब कुछ दे सकते हैं, कृष्णा ही सब कुछ दे सकते हैं. तो ये इस बात पे उसका फॉर्म फेथ है, उसमें वो शरणागत है पूरी तरह से. मैं अपने लेवल पे कुछ नहीं कर सकता.
That means whatever the conditions are put in the definition of Suddha Bhakti, to fulfill that conditions, one should have firm faith. Otherwise, person cannot fulfill those conditions. Yeah.
Shuddha Bhakti, as I understood, is actually the Sarupa Siddha Bhakti. He can hear and chant all the time.
All the time.
Dependent on hearing and chanting and not anything else.
Yes.
For his own maintenance and everything.
Yes.
So for that, firm faith is required. Otherwise, he'll be dependent on some external activities for maintenance.
Yes. So that's why, yeah, firm faith is a fuel actually. Is must needed if for the performance of pure devotion. That means that devotion which is completely that means is completely free from the depending on the karma and so on so. Because in the definition of Suddha Bhakti, what is said, the activities whatever we do for Krishna, that should be free from depending on karma and jnana and so on so. That means our devotion should not covered with the karma and jnana and so on so. That means performance conscious should not stick to the karma and other things other than the direct devotional activities. His consciousness should not rely on the other things. So that means he should have very strong faith on Krishna and bhakti. Such a person only can perform that. Otherwise, he cannot. So very good, nicely all said. So that means Shraddha Bhakti means yes, Jnana Karmadi Anavrita Bhakti we should do. Jnana Karmadi Anavrita Krishnanusilanam. That kind of Krishnanusilanam meaning. That means Jnana Karmadi Anavrita Krishnanusilanam means direct devotion, that is. So that means directly, that means you should not keep anything else than the bhakti in between. That means, so directly activities, object should be the Krishna. Like example, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasam, Sakyam are 64 leaves. If you see, all are directly connected to Krishna or otherwise Krishna's direct representative. So, for example, we have seen, like means you are doing hearing. Actually, I was saying the Bhaktivedanta class. You are doing hearing. Hearing, you are doing here. Hearing from boss, or you are making the others to hear. Then after doing that activity, that means the activities are the object is some material subject matter. Like maybe someone is hearing or speaking. So someone is teaching the material subject. he is also speaking activity, a chanting activity is going on. What is the object of that activity? Material subject, maybe material science. He is teaching as a teacher. And after that, he is offering the result of that activity, whatever money he get from that, he is offering that to the Krishna. Then the speaking about material subject is also becoming devotion, but it is not directly devotion activity. Because here the hearing activity, by nature, it is not bhakti. But when the result of that activity is offered, then it is becoming bhakti. So this kind of bhakti is resembling what? It's not. It is there. The performer is not. If someone is doing that kind of bhakti, he is not fully rely on the Krishna. Actually, something is intermediate. Something else is there. That means he is identifying himself as body and doing some activity, and then the result of that activity he is offering to the Lord, and then this activity is becoming bhakti. Means it is a jnana karma avrutam. That activity is covered with the karma actually. But as a performer, what one needs, one should do the activity directly, like he is hearing the Lord's names or he is chanting the Lord's names. Someone is chanting the Lord's names. Is there any difference between these two bhaktis or not? First and second. Yes, there is a difference. He is fully dependent on Krishna and he is chanting Krishna's names. And this activity is directly connected to the Krishna. And that's a direct devotion, we say. That activity itself is a directly devotion. But in the first example, the activity is not directly devotion. So it is claimed as a devotion after the result is offered. So in pure devotional service, what? All the activities, 24 hours activities should be direct devotional activities. That means for performance of that kind of activities, and that too only for Krishna's pleasure. Anyabhilasha. And for performance of that activities, one need strong belief on Krishna and Bhakti. Otherwise, he cannot do such activities. He will be bringing something else. So then, so those people, he will be depending on something else then, if he doesn't have full faith on Krishna. So then how to get full faith? That means now we understood that to do Suddha Bhakti, the performer must have full faith, strong faith on Krishna and Bhakti. But how to get that? And that means the performer should have strong faith, Dhrudha Shraddha, to perform a pure devotion. Jnana karmadi anavrita Krishnanusilanam, and that too also Anyabhilasha Sunyita Krishnanusilanam, if anyone wants to do, he should have firm faith. This is Jiva Goswami establishes in the Anucheda number 173 in Bhakti Sandarbha. If you have any, and I explained this in detail in Iskcon, Bhakti Prakar also, but also I explained this in detail, specifically taking this from Brahmachari's class, that Whitefield, Iskcon Whitefield, Brahmachari class. In a playlist you can see. Exclusively this point will discuss for 3 hours like that, 3 days, 9 hours. It went. You can Iskcon Whitefield Brahmachari playlist you can see.
This point that
Firm faith is needed to perform Suddha Bhakti. And here the one point is faith is different and that activity, performing activity is different. Both are different. Faith and activity should not mix up. Faith is just a qualification of Shraddhavan Labhatema. Shraddhavan. That means faith is possessed by the person. But such a person who is having strong faith, then what he will do? He will do 24 hours Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smarana. So Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smarana, that is pure devotion. Pure devotion is performed by strong faith person. So that's why faith and devotion are not same. You cannot, you should separate it and see. So, why? Because if Shastra says, even if someone performs with faith, without faith, a devotional activity, he will get result or not?
Yeah.
Yes, he will get Shraddhaya Helai. So, only thing is that means, but what is the role of this Shraddha, strong faith? To perform any devotional activity, Shraddha is needed? To perform? No. But to perform pure devotion, Shraddha is needed or not? Yes, this is the point actually. Even a dog can perform devotional activity. Yes or no?
Yes.
Like dog is just walking on the road along with the kirtan party, and it is also just coming and hearing with his ears. This is also hearing Harinam. So that's a dog also can perform a devotional activity. And is it having any Shraddha? No. So that's why for performance of any devotional activity, Shraddha is not necessary. And in that case, that Jivatma, but that Jivatma also is getting the result of that activity. So that's why Shraddha is not mandatory, is not necessary for performing devotional activity and to get the result of the devotional activity also. But firm faith is needed for whom?
Purely.
For those who wants to perform purely devotion. This is the point actually. Point has to be noted this. So, like example, we can give Jiva Goswami gives an example. The rich man only can perform yajna. To perform yajna, what you need? You need ghee. You need to give dakshana. You need so many. That means you should you should feed the people. So yes, sir. So many things you should do. Then only you can perform yajna. So that's why who can perform? Who is eligible person to perform yajna? Rich man, dhani. So that's why possessing money, is it the part of the performing yajna? No. So that's why Shraddha is not the anga of bhakti. Shraddha is just the qualification of performer. Performer. So that's it. Who, like yajna to perform, you need to have money. Similarly, to perform Suddha Bhakti, one should have Dೃಢ Shraddha. Or otherwise what?
Normal devotional.
You should have Dೃಢ Shraddha to perform pure devotional service. Whether you should have Dೃಢ Shraddha or, hey, you all should say this answer.
Okay.
Eh?
But yet,
Not Laukik Shraddha. That is,
unless mercy of devotee.
To perform Suddha Bhakti, you should have Dೃಢ Shraddha or else what?
Or Mahat Kripa.
No. Mahat Kripa will lead to the Shraddha. No, you all know Bhakti Rasa answer in the it is discussed. And very after telling answer, you all think, oh, this one like that. You should have, that means to perform Suddha Bhakti, you should have Dೃಢ Shraddha or Dೃಢ Shraddha or otherwise some another thing is also okay. If you have that also, you can perform Suddha Bhakti.
From faith.
Firm faith is Dೃಢ Shraddha. Okay, shall I say?
Yes, yes.
Huh? Yeah, what that? Ruchi. Katha Ruchi.
I told
You were about to tell what you did. Ruchi. That's why that marga is known as Raganu Bhakti. And this marga is Dೃಢ Shraddha people's root is known as Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. And the people who have so much ruchi, it is pulling them to do 24 hours to hear Krishna's katha. Is possible or not?
Yes.
24 hours direct devotional service, in two cases it is possible. Either you should have strong faith on Krishna and nothing in this whole world is needed for me. Only Krishna is ultimate and doing activity service for him only is the one thing I have. And such a faith he has. And such a person also can perform Suddha Bhakti. Or otherwise, person who have ruchi actually. He can also perform this. So that's why there are two paths to travel to our goal. One is the Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti path, another is Raganu Sadhana Bhakti path. So, but here the problem is ruchi having is not a easy thing. It's a virala. Very rarely you can find in the society. So that's why that path is not for the common path actually. We will enter into that path when we reach the stage of Ruchi. So that's why Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, whatever the path he explains. So mainly, so he takes up Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. So what we are doing Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti or Raganu Sadhana Bhakti? Vaidhi. Raganu Sadhana Bhakti, if you are doing means what you should do? Your motivation to do bhakti coming from where? From the Katha Ruchi, taste. But because of that motivation, if you are able to do 24 hours direct devotion, that means hearing Krishna, chanting, and all these activities you are able to do, then that is known as Raganu Sadhana Bhakti. Are we like that? No, actually. But we are not, that means we are not qualified for that route. So we are qualified for the, and only one option is remaining for us. That is Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. To do Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti, what we need to do? We should develop Dhrishraddha. So that's why we are in the process of developing Dhrishraddha. Then we can enter into the pure Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. Before that, whatever Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti we are doing, that is still mixed with the something else. Because still we didn't have full faith on Krishna. That's why it is mixed something else. So that's why developing full faith is the goal to enter into the pure devotion. So even there are two paths, two are qualified to do Vaidhi sadhana bhakti, Suddha sadhana bhakti. So that's a sadhana bhakti means account Rupa Goswami Suddha hi hai. That's why Anyabhilasha Sunni is applied to sadhana bhakti also. That means Suddha sadhana bhakti, Uttama sadhana bhakti, that is. The sadhana bhakti whoever is doing, but whoever is not satisfying Anyabhilasha Sunni Gnana Karma Dhanavrutam, their sadhana bhakti is not Uttama sadhana bhakti. That still is something else is demanding. Yes. What I am saying, those people's sadhana bhakti, if the people's sadhana bhakti is satisfying the condition given by Rupa Goswami for the Uttama bhakti, then their sadhana bhakti is not Uttama sadhana bhakti.
If satisfying,
then it is a Uttama sadhana bhakti. In general terms, that is sadhana bhakti. That is sadhana bhakti. Whatever Uttama sadhana bhakti, that is only sadhana bhakti. Okay. We are doing sadhana, but we are not able to satisfy that condition. So that's why our sadhana bhakti is not Uttama sadhana bhakti. I'm saying that. So to do Uttama sadhana bhakti, what is needed? Person has to develop firm faith, strong faith. Faith means firm faith. This already I showed actually. In many times, Prabhupada also says, Prabhupada's comment on Shraddha. This I showed no? Long back also. I showed this. This I showed and shared also. This. Vishwasa Sudhrada Nischaya Krishna Bhakti Karge Sarvakar. This I showed actually. This is not need to now discuss again. So people who doesn't have strong faith, even if we leave everything for a few days and even if we try to do 24 hours direct devotion, but what is the problem will come? After a few days, he will leave that. Such a 24 hours doing direct devotion, he cannot continue for a long time. Because his faith is in the not up to mark. It's not strong. It's a middle and lower. Then what will happen? His bhajan will be dwindles actually, comes down because of weak faith. At certain point of time, it comes down actually. His bhajan kriya he cannot be continued. That's a problem.
in general, when we say sadhana bhakti, does it mean Shuddha sadhana bhakti?
Yeah. And Nyabhilasha Sunni should be satisfied. Because that is the bhakti he is discussing in whole nectar of instruction, devotion. Pure devotional service only is discussing. This his Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, that's the ocean of bhakti, is having only bhakti. No other rasas, no other sadhanas he wants to mix. He is completely not interested in the karma mishra bhakti or gnana mishra. That means bhakti which is mixed with the karma and gnana, he doesn't want. He doesn't want to discuss.
You mentioned that if we perform any devotional activity without faith, then also the result would be.
Yes, yes.
But the result would not be the same for.
But yeah, someone have the faith. Like example, dog perform. Like example, yesterday morning we were discussing about the rat perform. So these are all devotion. Even it's a devotion abhasa, bhakti abhasa activity also. Even it is also having the result. Like some person, someone. So the main point is, but someone knows about the Krishna's bhakti and mahima, still he doesn't have any shraddha. If he doesn't have shraddha means he doesn't have another way of meaning of shraddha can be respect also. Wherever there is shraddha, there will be respect also. But someone know everything and but still willingly he doesn't have any not showing shraddha and disrespect. He is showing and if he does, that means shraddha's another meaning is respect also. One is faith and another is respect also. This point Yoga Goswami also discussed. In that case, what will happen? The activity will be done without respect. Will be so. Will be what? Will be showing the some kind of weakness in his dauratmita. So because of that, he will be getting the punishment, but not for the activity. Activity is devotion only, but he will be punished for disrespect, whatever he has in the heart. And further, Bhakti Maharani says that she will accept this activity, but she will not give any realization or any so happiness or destroying the sins. She will not do that. Okay.
Without faith and with faith means he has faith like a devotee. He is also performing devotional service. The same result would be there. Without faith, a dog is going in Sankirtan, and a devotee he has faith, and he'll also be going. So both will have the same result.
Oh, that one you're. Oh, it can be because why not? So that's why even in the case of animals, because they are innocent, and in the case of rat, we discussed yesterday's class. Without faith, that means they don't have any understanding of this is Krishna's activity, nothing. That's just bhakti abhasa activity. Rat case is a tick is stuck in the teeth, it's jumping. And the rat doesn't know it's a devotional activity also. Even it's a shadow of the bhakti shadow. But still that is, and also along with that, offense also is there. Just taking out the wick from the Lord's offered lamp. So is also offense, and that is also having the power. So bhakti is so powerful. Shadow of the bhakti is also abhasa means shadow.
Ajamil Prasangi say if it could have been performed with faith, then the result would have.
Stokotoy Goswami says this part. If he could have done, then what will happen?
So with faith, the results will be much better.
Yeah, of course, definitely we should differentiate. But the main point, is we cannot deny the results of the without faith. Without faith and abhas also. That's the Shraddhaya, Helaya, all this. So that's it is not applicable to in the case of Jnana and Karma. In those sadhanas, you should have faith, and on top of that, you should do very carefully. If there is a small mistake, also you'll be finished. No result. Like Yajna were performing, one mantra is negatively chanted. No output from the Yajna. That's a karma kanda. Even in the case of Jnana. So this is a very luxurious path. But to do pure devotion, you should have firm faith. Otherwise, no, you cannot perform actually. You may perform bhakti, which may be mixed with so many other things. So then it may not give the desired result. Because Rupa Goswami is saying that to reach to the Krishna Prem, you should do pure devotion. There is no other path he is giving. Because Krishna is also demanding, Sarvadharman Parititya Mamekam Sharanam. That demand is there. So wherever firm faith, there is complete surrender. Full surrender. Prabhupada write this word, full surrender, full surrender. So now how this is connected actually? I think everyone is clear till here. Back benches. Okay. So then the main point is then how to get that firm faith. Yes, you were saying something last time. Yeah. Firm faith कैसा develop होगा? How firm faith will be developed? How to develop firm faith? दृढ़ विश्वास. It means someone asks you how to develop firm faith. That means कृष्ण ही चमत्कार से होगा क्या? Krishna has to come.
This is my opinion that faith comes from scriptures.
Yeah, faith comes from scriptures. Yeah, you want to say?
So in chapter 12, Lord Krishna says that इधर आपके पास वो जो chapter 12 में अगर आप ये प्योर डिवोशनल सर्विस नहीं कर सकते तो आप पैसे कीजिए फिर उसी में बताते हैं कि जो प्योर डिवोशन का सर्विस करने के लिए या फिर फुल टाइम मतलब भगवान में माइंड एंगेज रहने के लिए आप डिवोशनल सर्विस के अंगाज को फॉलो करेंगे तो आप डिजायर कल्टीवेट करेंगे अचीव करेंगे we can follow the lines of devotional service.
You are giving alternative, but how to develop that strong faith? You are saying that if that is not able to do, then you do this. But how to get that firm faith and do the 24 hours devotion?
Scripture में जैसे भागवत में स्टोरी आती है नारद महाराज ने भैंस सेवा करी थी फिर उनको फॉर्म पेज मिल गया फिर उनकी मदर जब
Very good.
तो भी उनको फॉर्म
Very important point. Firm faith and Prabhuji's point, both are true actually. Both are needed actually. So this Prabhu said that to develop firm faith, we need to get that we get from the scriptures, and that another Prabhu is saying that we need to have Mahat Kripa, but both are needed. If you just read the scriptures, can you become a firm believer of the Krishna and Bhakti, and you will leave everything and become fully surrendered to the Krishna? No. So many people they read the Bhagavad Gita Bhagavad. What is the problem will come if they don't have strong faith, mercy from the Mahat, that means great devotees. Even they read the scriptures, scripture is saying Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. What they will take this, how they will take this? Maybe supreme means better than all human beings. So, and also they take, like Krishna, scripture is saying, Krishna is also ajanma and janma. He doesn't have birth and he has birth. Krishna is anoraniya and mahato mahiya. He is lesser than the atom and he is bigger than the biggest. Such a words when you hear, if you don't have mahat kripa, mercy from the great devotees, what will happen when you hear these statements, which are completely beyond to our regular experiences, lifestyle, and as per our logic always based upon the regular observation. This logic is beyond logic things, these are all. Then strongly, if you try to believe, can you strongly believe those things? You try to adjust the meanings of those and try to fit those things as per your regular experience. You cannot take it, the statement of Shastra as it is. So that's why whatever said by the Shastra, if you want to accept that fully as it is, you need to have Mahakripa. Otherwise, no. So that's why Mahakripa is needed, and also this Shastra also is needed. And Shastra, if with the one who should get Mahakripa, and along with that one, what has to do? He has to read the scriptures to remove the asambhavanas and viparita bhavana. Samshaya and viparyaya. Doubts. That means because we are traveling from the beginningless and we gathered so many varieties of the opinions, concepts. Now those concepts are very much that means strong in you and try to put a questions. That consciousness, when you hear scripture, will be putting questions to you. What kind of questions? It may be, it may not be like that. And also, so that's why you need to nullify this kind of samshayas and also viparyas. Samshaya means there is a one pillar is there, from the far distance you are seeing. So sometimes it may look like a pillar and it may look like a person also. This is known as samshaya. Viparya means you are clearly seeing the snake in rope. This is viparya. So this kind of false about the Krishna and Bhakti, you have the so many false, that means samshayas and viparyas. Misconceptions. Samshayas and viparyas you have. So for example, actually Ajamil story, we have the opinion that last name saved, last name destroyed all the. This is like a viparya. Last name destroyed all the sins. So like that we have so many. I cannot quote now, but in the due course of time, these keep on coming. So all these things should be washed by what? By the. So otherwise we have misconception that so pure bhakti means तो घर को ही चलाना है उसके साथ साथ तो काम भी करेंगे और कुछ भजन भी करेंगे इससे हो जाएगा. Manisha, some kind of misconceptions, viparyas. So many things will be there because of our previous non-devotional consciousness will lead to so many this kind of things, samshayas and viparyas towards the bhakti and bhakti concepts. Those has to be removed. Otherwise, what will be? They will not allow you to firmly believe this. Bhakti is the highest and Krishna is the highest. And because of not having the firm belief, then what will happen? Your sadhana will be not pure sadhana. Suddha bhakti we cannot do. We may do for some time, we'll finish. That's why it's a very, very long journey. Developing strong faith. That needs the kripa, which is already we got from the Prabhupada. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, we got already that. And his disciples, yeah.
So what is the exact difference between Shamshaya and Viparya?
I will come. In the next Tarka Sangra, I will open and that I come.
I could see that is like highest prasada, Bhagavad prasada. Once you became
Yes.
how he became Brahman, he could not read scriptures. He was just trying to get
Yes.
and then he wrote prama.
Yes.
So then how he can.
Yeah, Jiva Goswami says these examples. Those who already read the scriptures and got the faith in the previous life, they are developing. So that's why Guru will be able to identify. That means he had the all the conceptions or more misconceptions. Firm faith is developed. Maybe he may not now answer the so many details, but he has that symptoms. What symptoms? The person who should have the firm faith, such a symptoms is there, then he should understand that in this life he didn't study, means he should understand that in the previous life history. Like that. But you cannot take that as such a case as a common case. Because we are not like South Indian Brahmin 24 hours keeping Bhagavad Gita and reading. So that's it. That is not rarely it happens, then you should understand. This is the previous, like Jagannath, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji. He didn't study so many books and this. But most of the people are having these samshas and viparyas. And that's why acharyas are writing book. Otherwise, everyone will say, become like Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. What is there? There no need to read any books. But acharyas are all the day emphasizing on writing books only. Why? Because they want to. Scriptures are the base actually. Books are base. Books are the base. Without base, we cannot construct the building. It's a basement. So that's why we always try to read the Bhakti Shastras. Because our goal is Bhakti, so that's why Bhakti Shastras is enough. Bhagavatam is the highest. in that. That we are going to establish. So the main point is here to perform Shuddha Bhakti, we need firm faith. To perform firm faith, so how this firm faith will come? That will come from the scriptures. And if you don't have how the scriptures are authentic and is only the mean to get the right knowledge, can if that means then until unless if you don't get that clarity, you will not get strong faith in scriptures itself also. Okay? I will repeat. Firm faith is connected with what? Scriptures. What is the meaning of firm faith? Shastrartha Vishwasaha. The definition of firm faith who is given by whom? Shastra Vishwas is given by whom? Jiva Goswami. Shastrartha Vishwas. No, you didn't hear. Faith definition is Shastrartha Vishwasa. Is in the nectar of devotion. In the Durgam Sangamati. Is there? Yes. Shastrartha. Shastra. Shastra. Shastrartha Vishwasa. This is the definition of firm faith. So that's why when we read the scriptures and they are always bombarding us and they are removing all our doubts and putting a strong faith on Krishna, and that is the actually that is the source to do the pure devotion. And that kind of devotion is known as what? Vaidhi sadhana bhakti. It is not raganu sadhana bhakti. Because here there is no ruchi. Here we have only Shastra is the ultimate source and it is telling, and I am in the worst situation and the highest situation is the Krishna prema. But I believe this Shastra. For that we need anyway Mahat Kripa also. Otherwise we cannot believe Shastra so easily. So that's why Mahat Kripa is there and that's why we believe this. And this is saying, so to do bhakti, otherwise that way, that's why what he is saying, Tasmat, what else? Tasmat Bharata, Sarvatma, Bhagavan Hari, Srotavya, Kirtitavya. So there are many instructions. Shastra is saying, if you take the episode of the Parikshit and Sukadeva Goswami, if you see in that scene, Shastra is only saying to this story. Who is telling? Bhagavata is telling. In that, what it is telling? Person who is having the money, who is having the wife and the whole kingdom, everything, and he left all these things, and at the time of death, he is not okay. 7 days I have let me enjoy as much as possible. Did he do like that? No, he didn't enjoy those material things. But he came and he asked Sukadeva Goswami, who is already Brahman realized, and such a person, what he is saying. So he is saying that one should be always to the Shravanam, Kirtanam, and so on. So a person who is going to die, what he should do? Like that, Parishit asked questions. Then Sukadeva Goswami is replying, if the person who is going to die, he should hear the Krishna's name. And all the time, Sarvatra Sarvada. This also comes in the next chapter actually. All the time he should do. So, Shastra is telling such a instructions to us. That means, Shastra what is telling ultimately to us, if you are about to die, even if you have so much wealth, you don't need to, you should not enjoy that, but you should do 24 hours, Sarvatra Sarvada, all the time you should do the Krishna's names, you should hear and chant. No? So that means, since we have faith in the Shastra, and that's why Shastra is saying this, and we started believing with the help of the Mahat Kripa, and that's why now we'll be doing this. What 24 hours Shravan Kirtan we are doing. This is known as Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. The motivation to do bhakti, if it is the injunctions of the Shastra, then this is known as Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. So that's why Shraddha is the qualification to do Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. In a correct words, if you want to say, To do Raganu Sadhana Bhakti, Ruchi is the qualification. What kind of Ruchi? Not the 1 or 2 hour Ruchi. Ruchi for 24 hours. So you cannot say that, Prabhu, I got Bhagavad I like so much. Like that they say. But only 1 or 2 hour they do, and then after थोड़ा सा क्रिकेट देखे तो नहीं ये this is not the Raganu. And sometimes they dance also. When the Kirtan, some Mataji, especially Nathin, is Gongat and then they dance and they feel like, so I have so much taste, they show. But then after going to house, they will be having so much love for kids and kissing this, that. Yes or no? And this is not the Raganu Bhakti actually. Raganu Bhakti means having Ruchi to do pure devotion. Pure devotion means 24 hours direct devotion. To do that, having Ruchi to do pure devotion. That Ruchi is known as, that is the qualification of Raganu Sadhana. And also Shraddha means not 2 hours, 3 hours doing. Then after that, okay, I am now my family and I have to go to my office and I have to earn money. If you have this much Shraddha, then this is not the Shraddha which is required to do pure devotion actually. This is just a beginning, it's a neophyte state. So, though that's why we have to increase our faith. As much as faith increases, then what will come out from us? What is the symptom of faith? I said many times. What is the symptom of faith? If you have faith means what you will do? You will do that, but so what is the symptom of faith?
Strong faith means by doing only Shravan Kirtan this.
No. If you have what is symptom? Symptom. माने जैसे बुखार का symptom. What is the faith symptom of fever? What is it? Temperature. What is the symptom of faith? Sharanagati. What is faith? I said Shastra Vishwasa. Shastra is saying what it is saying. Those who surrender to the Krishna, they will be free from fear. And those who doesn't surrender to Krishna, those will not be free from fear. This is the conclusion of Shastra. If one believes this firmly, then what he will do? He will surrender to the Krishna. So that's why surrender is the symptom of firm faith. माने जैसे जिनके बारे में आप बहुत ज्यादा सुनते हैं इस even in the society also you can see the same thing. When you hear about someone more and more, then you'll be like company you want to join. So you will not join easily. When you hear about that glories from many people, then you will develop, all your doubts are clear. That means, oh, this company is standing for last 20 years, 30 years, and employees are not laid off, and salaries are increasing daily, regularly, in regular basis, are not like that. And even pension they give, are this like that? Whatever doubts you have, if all are clarified, then what you will be putting? You'll be putting the faith on that, and then you'll be surrendering to that company or boss of that company. Like a girl also. As much as she hear about him, that much she'll surrender. All doubts are free. Oh, he's not drinking, he's not smoking, he's earning nicely, he's all the doubts, whatever she has, doubts are free, then she'll surrender. Similarly, as much as you hear about Krishna from the scriptures with that means mercy of the pure devotees, and that will increase your faith, means what you will do? You will surrender to Krishna. That means you will do whatever liking to Krishna, that only. Like a girl surrender to a boy means what she will do? Whatever he likes, that only she will do. Whatever he doesn't like, she will not do that. She will not cook that. Yes, sir. And also she will be, if any problem comes, she will immediately call him only. This is natural actually. Similarly, yes, as much as we hear about Krishna and our faith increases. That means our doubts goes away. Then what will happen? Then we surrender to Him. Thus, surrender is the symptom of firm faith.
See, often this shloka, that Anukulasa Sankalpa Pratikulasa Varjana, that we understand it at different levels. Like as you said, that he'll accept what pleases Krishna and what not pleases Krishna, she'll reject.
Yes.
So, but if at the neophyte stage, devotee understand that my job or something which violates the core regulative principles, that is pratikula or others are so it is means surrender sometimes is understood that I have faith, not firm faith, but faith also fulfills the definition of sharanagati and at different level. But
Yeah, it's a grayscale. Faith is a grayscale.
faith is grayscale and
The surrender is also grayscale.
so this verse also has different meanings. Anubhava Sankalpa. Different people understand it.
They take, but actually Shraddha and that sloka are telling about absolute only. But we Shraddha means Prabhupada says not the weak Shraddha, firm Shraddha. But we are not in that level, na? So that's why we have to Shraddha means we should take Dhruv Shraddha only, and Anukuli Sankalpa means these symptoms should be satisfying the pure devotion definition. That means whoever is following Anukuli Sankalpa, he should be performing what? Anyabilasha Suni Gnana Karma Dhanavruta Krishna Sil. Krishna Sil he should do. But what we do, we are not in that level. So that's why we are trying to reach there actually. So like you see, someone is now at least to chant 16 rounds. If I do job, then okay. So that means now to chant 16 rounds, I should accept job. Otherwise, I cannot do this 16 rounds also.
So they consider it as
favorable for the not pure devotion. At least to do devotion 16 rounds devotion. But he should come with that. He should increase 32 rounds, next target 32 rounds, and also should be see the what is favorable to that. Like that, he should come to which stage? 24 hours stage. He should come, and what is favorable to that, he should do. Then that is Anukulism. Let them come, but we don't want to reject anyone actually. We encourage them. But goal we are seeing by this is the definition of Rupa Goswami. He should come here actually.
Anukul and Pratikul would be different for different levels.
That means you put the target of the 2 hours direct devotion, then 2 hours further. This is Anukula, so that's why you are doing. Then, but you are not in the category of the pure devotion. Yeah.
In the starting stage, we used
I couldn't understand.
saying that in initial, new person has come, so we tell them that this is favorable for you to faith.
Yes, yes, yes.
It's saying will help you to develop faith.
Yeah. In initial stage, we try to make at least to do 4 rounds. Whatever is favorable, we instruct that. That means he has now paid at least to do 4 rounds. Then whatever is favorable things for that, we allow that. Because our goal also is clear. And from where they are, because we cannot expect that everyone's faith is first day onwards, complete now tomorrow onwards. Prabhuji, you say 24 hours today. Nobody can find like that. People are in the different, very, even 1 round also they are not ready to do. They want to give some donation, that's all.
These favorable are helping you
Yeah.
or according to faith that
It's not helping. Actually, as much as faith he has, that much he can do follow that. You are forcibly reversing, but actually what will happen? You should work on the how to increase his faith, not the how to make more favorable. That is automatically will come actually. So that's why temperature is not the cause for the fever. Fever is the cause for the temperature. So that's why we should raise the faith actually. How to raise the faith? You should make them to associate pure devotees and you should make them to study the scriptures with proper consciousness and keep in the mode of goodness. Otherwise, whatever you speak also, he take in a wrong way. If he is influenced by the rajas and tamas, if you have a green specs, you will see everything green. If you have red specs, you will see everything red. If you have black specs, you will see everything as black. In his heart, then he is fully affected with the rajas and tamas. Whatever he hear also, he will take in favorable to his mood only, he will take that. So that's why hearing also, if he is in the mode of goodness, if the specs are clean, then everything will be seen as it is. Similarly, when the consciousness is more and more goodness, then he will be taking the things as it is. Why the people are understanding differently? One teacher, one thing only said, because they are in the different modes. Being influenced by different modes, they take differently. You cannot say that everyone is the same. No. So all the modes are differently acting on different people. So that's why they should do sadhana, basic sadhana. Then only they come at least some goodness. This our process is a very systematic process. And we try to increase their faith actually, developing their faith more and more and more and more. This is journey actually, it's not a one day game. Goal is a very heavy goal actually, which is kept in front of us. So to get such a faith, we need to, faith definition itself is Shastrartha Vishwas. That means Krishna is the conclusion of the Shastra. Shastrartha means conclusion of the scriptures. What is the conclusion of scriptures? Krishna is the conclusion of scriptures. Bhakti is the conclusion of scriptures. Surrendering to Krishna is the conclusion of the scriptures. So that's why believing, Vishwasa means believing. Believing in the conclusion of scriptures is the definition of this faith actually. So to get this, that means if you observe the definition, that means conclusions of scriptures only, not the experience. I realized Krishna and I felt Krishna is like this. And someone came and he is saying, and I realized really Krishna, and you also realize this. And you also believe Krishna. This is the faith. Like example, what they say. So I did meditation on Krishna and I realized, and it's so wonderful. And such a person's words can be the cause for developing faith? No. Someone's realizations can be the source to develop the faith?
Yes.
Huh? No.
If they match with the Shastra, then.
If they match, ultimately then Shastra only. If you say someone's realizations can be the cause for developing faith, then what problem will come? Tomorrow और भी चंचा भी आ जाए, कोई भी एक व्यक्ति बोलेगा मैं तो कृष्ण को रियलाइज किया, कृष्ण तो दो हाथ में चार हाथ हैं कृष्ण के, मैं ऐसे देखा. So that's why, can you believe then that? So that's why someone's realizations cannot be source for faith.
Even if it is matches with.
Yeah, you ask questions.
तो जी जैसे कभी कभी जब कुछ उनके ऐसे रियलाइजेशन से हमारा फेथ कुछ समय बन जाता है, अगर कुछ शेयर करते हैं तो वो एक्चुअल नहीं भी है.
But that case is different. Those who are already in the path of they are in the path which is recommended by Shastra. They are fully confirmed that they are in the path which is confirmed by Shastra, and also they are confirmed by the sadhus who are also following Shastra, and that's why now you are started believing him. That is different thing. But ultimate source is who? Behind him also. Shastra. Now Brahmaji is saying Prithu Maharaj is the Lord. So now Brahmaji's realizations and confirmation is enough? No, Brahmaji is the authentic follower of is authentic person. and he is following the path which is recommended by Shastra. That's why. So his words is confirmed here, and he is also confirming which is there in the Shastra, and based upon that Vedas is comparing Shrutivata Nitam. Based upon the Shastra, what are symptoms are required to have a Lord, and he is having. So that's why he is confirming. But here main source is what? Brahmaji is independently, Brahmaji is not, words is not the cause for the developing faith or confirming something. What is that? So which is behind Shastra is there. So that's why Shastra is the ultimate source, not the someone's realizations. Then what will happen? Shastra, if you remove it and someone's realization is enough, independently they can establish faith in the people means, then what will happen? So much nonsense will come. You understood? Yeah.
Is it because of that there are so many deviations coming out from the original paths?
Yes, yes.
Like they were setting up some pradayas and
Yes, yes.
because of somebody propagating some of the realizations.
Yes, yes, yes. Which are not authenticated by Shastra. That will lead to the Apasampradaya. Sometimes we join in the Sampradaya and also we not strict follower of Shastra. Then what will happen? We are the deviants. We are the cause for the deviation in the path. So that's a Shastra is a pramanam actually. Shastra is the pramanam. Even to say Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, what Jiva Goswami is taking first and foremost, taking Srimad Bhagavatam and establishing. Bhagavatam is said, that's why. And Lord himself says, if something whatever I said is according to the Shastra, you should follow. Otherwise, you don't need to follow that. Shastra says, even if he is a Lord, and Shastra also says, Shastra says actually, not Lord. Shastra says that even if Lord comes and if he says something which is as per me, you should accept that. Otherwise, which is against me, you should not accept that. With the Lord Buddha actually. Ah. Yes. So that's why now Shastra is having such a role in our devotional life. Then you should know the authenticity of Shastra or not. You should know. You should know how we should accept only Shastra. We should know why we should accept only Shastra. Why not others? That is the discourse. Okay? Yes.
This Shastra Vishwasa is also given by Sadhu only.
Huh?
This Jiva Goswami has given.
But he gave as per Shastra. He cannot speak anything Indian.
Words are his.
No. He is establishing that actually.
He establishes.
He's from the Shastra. And if you read the from beginning of his Sandarbhas, then you'll understand. And even first and foremost, entering into the Bhagavatam and everything, first he established Bhagavatam is the highest scripture. Then only he speak about Bhagavatam. So that is our course also. Whatever he did, we are going to do that.
Quite intermingled.
Sadhu and
Sadhu's Vachan and Shastra.
But sadhus, whatever they speak, Shastra, that's why they are sadhu. Otherwise, they are asadhu. That's why Shastra is the Brahman. So that's why faith means Jiva Goswami didn't write that sadhu's words are believing the sadhu's words is the Dhrada Vishwas. He didn't say. Believing the conclusions of Shastra is the Dhrada Shraddha, he said. So he didn't give any relaxation also there, no. Shastra only. Yeah.
There are varieties of shastras with varieties of suggestions for variety of people.
Yes.
And some people may be speaking from shastra only, but that is not applicable for a group of people.
Yes, yes.
So then also that can lead some deviation. So how it is to be taken?
Yeah, Prabhu's question is, there are so many shastras and there will be so many people and following that. And some people may take some other shastra and that is also
recommend something
else than what we recommend. So that's why we should know what is the highest Shastra. Among the Shastras also you should know who is having the highest authority. That is also we are going to see. Srimad Bhagavatam is the highest authority.
And even in the domain of Bhagavatam, there can be many sadhanas for different people.
That also he does in the Bhakti Sandarbha. Among Bhagavatam also, what is highly recommended process that he does in the Bhakti Sandarbha. He will go where he writes those things which you cannot think also.
ये भी हमें डिवोशन वाले वालों की कृपा से ही जिज्ञासा आ रही है और उनके उत्तर उन्होंने पहले दे रखे।
हाँ, हमारा बुद्धि जितना दूर दौड़ सकते हैं उससे भी वो ज्यादा जाके वहां का भी आंसर दे दिया और उसके बाद और कोई क्वेश्चन आएगा ही नहीं। सर्वम निवृत्ति, सब कुछ निवृत्त हो जाएगा। That means acharyas write books like that only. They will not give any scope to think here and there actually. And all the pakshas they will rise. So that's why this Sandarbhas is a systematic book actually. It's a systematic book which will clearly explains the all the abhideya and vishaya abhideya and sambandha abhideya and prayojana very systematically. Very systematically. So that's why we need such a preachers actually, really, who fully, that means furnished, that means fully equipped with the all the answers which can be, that means useful to use in different situations. We don't know what kind of doubt is there in the opposite person, and when you are equipped with all the weapons, then immediately you can shoot that weapon, use that weapon. But if you don't have any weapons, then har man kya. That's why our acharyas did the whole total homework they did actually. Only just we have to receive it and use it. That much. So another prayojan of this course is to convince the neophytes to believe in Shastra. That is another reason to have this course. Second is for individual purpose. To develop this strong faith, we need to believe in Shastras. Because the definition of strong faith is Shastrartha Vishwasa. That means believing the conclusions of the Shastra. If you want to believe in the conclusions of the Shastra, first of all, you should believe in the Shastra. Na? So that's why we are discussing why you should believe only Shastra in this course. In this way, it is directly useful for a practitioner, individual. And second prayojana is to convince because it is helping you to gain all the weapons with you to answer any kinds of doubts the people. So that's why to convince the others. Maybe we have believed, but the Shastra, but we may not have doubt now, but in future may doubt will come. Yes or no?
Yes.
So now you may say, I believe Shastra, but when some such, so that's why Acharyas what they do, they write books such a way which in future you may come that doubt, that also he will be keeping in his consciousness and write the book. So by reading that, that's why they raise the question from as an opponent, and they only answer it. This is a way of style of presentation of the Shastras, like commentaries all. Yeah.
Shall we not believe in the words of acharyas without Shastra?
We can't believe.
Because Prabhupada said that fixing the number of rounds is in Shastra, but 16 I have given.
What is the number? Last line?
Srila Prabhupada, I have heard he said that 16 rounds I have fixed. But in Shastras it is written that you must fix the number of rounds.
Just for beginners, 16 years. What is the problem? He said 24 hours should be Krishna conscious. Minimum, he said.
Yes, but in Shastras it is not fixed. And that 16. That is given.
Fixed for what? As a beginner, and this is not a question at all. So point is, what do you want to say? That means Prabhupada didn't say anything against it. He is seeing how to lift the people to the pure devotional service. So that's why he's saying that Filhal, you do this and increase it. Minimum you do 16 and begin it. And so like that they are giving. Where he said that Krishna, Prabhupada said that don't do more than 16. 16 only is enough. Did he say? No, no. He's just setting a some number. But if you ask the pramana for this, that means whatever sadhana we do, that means japa, can be counted or not? That is as per Shastra or not? That is as per Shastra. Sankhyayanam, that means Prabhupada says this. Counting the japa is as per Shastra only. But why 16? Because now the present situation is they should, to become a pure devotee, they should begin from here. That is it. That's not a wrong thing. And that is not against to Shastra. Yeah, if we Acharya did something against Shastra, then we should say. But that means Shastra is allowing to count the sadhana. And how many counting that he will see the present situation. But he is not saying that he is not going against to Shastra. Na? That means he's not saying Rupa Goswami Sanya Vilasha Suni should not follow. Only 16 you should do. This much bhakti you should do. And you should not do anything else. Like that did he say against to the Shastra? No, no. Yeah.
Sorry, my question that you said that future doubts may come. For the time being, I don't have any doubt. Then can I do strong? I can develop strong faith, or until and
You are in ignorance then. Because if someone may not have doubt, and also someone is not having the symptoms of Sharanagati, full Sharanagati, then what you should think?
He's not having
He's not having full faith, but also say that no doubts means what? He's in ignorance. But who has full faith, Sharanagati, who has Sharanagati, and but he says no doubts, then you should understand that he he has already read everything and developed that strong faith. And maybe details he may not say what Shastra you read and what this, that. But he has symptom of that. That means he already crossed. So then you cannot say he is in ignorance. Because he is performing pure devotion. But those who are not performing and also saying no doubt means ignorance actually still. Ignorance means is not a wrong word. Ignorance means not knowing. Not knowing the matter, subject matter. That's why he's not getting doubts also. If you don't know about the projector at all, then can you get any doubt about projector? No. No doubt at all. Inside what lens is used. So if someone doesn't know and he didn't see the object projector, can he get doubt why what material they use to do lenses? No, no. So that means he is ignorant of that object. That's why he's not getting any doubts. As much as you read and you get initially so many doubts, and then those will be slowly vanish. And at certain point of time, completely vanish. And you'll be developing strong faith. And another problem is there here, just as a caution I am saying. Someone might have read all the scriptures and also in the association of pure devotees, and they got the mercy, and still they will be not be having the faith. You know why this condition will come? Because of offense. The results of offense is asraddha. 5 results are there. Truthfulness, asraddha, is faithlessness, material attraction, bhakti saitilyam, and pride in bhakti. Pride in bhakti. That means because of the offenses also faithlessness will develop. And disrespect will develop. It's very subtle point. So that's why faithless persons means how to know because of the ignorance he is how to know because of offenses and how to know because of the not knowing subject matter? How to decide? If someone is already in the association of pure devotees and enough amount of time is given and study the scriptures, and but still he is not developing. Crookedness, kutilata, in Sanskrit we say kutilata. Second is ashraddha, means faithlessness. Second is faithless, asraddha, say faithlessness. Third one is bhakti nishta chavaka vastwantara abhinivesham. Bhakti nishta chavaka vastwantara abhinivesham. That means material attraction in English word. Attraction towards material things to leave the steadiness in bhakti. Bhakti nishta chavaka vastwantara abhinivesham. Okay. And fourth one is साइथिल्यम, माने जर्जर हो जाना भक्ति, माने लुंज पुंज भक्ति करते हैं, माने फ्रेशनेस नहीं रहता है. जैसे घर बना के 20 साल होने के बाद क्या होता है, 25-40 साल होने के बाद खिड़की फूटने लगता है, ये होता है, जर्जर हो जाता है. वही से भक्ति भी जर्जर हो जाता है. ये ऑफेंस से हो जाता है, भक्ति जर्जर हो जाता है, माने ठीक से कुछ भी कर नहीं पाते, सब कुछ को शॉर्टकट्स निकाल के ऐसा ऊपर ऊपर कुछ करते रहते. शैथिल्यम बोलते हैं इसको. दिस इज शैथिल्यम. एंड फिफ्थ वन इज pride. Ahamta in bhakti. I am the best devotee. I do best sadhana. I am great. This kind of feelings will come.
गुरुदेव बताते हैं कि सब कृष्णा तत्व अपराध और चार चीजें जो कि भाग्य है जो राम में रुचि नहीं है वो अलग है.
वो कॉन्टेस्ट में नहीं पता. लेकिन how to decide here? Example, main point is asraddha, faithlessness. How to decide it is because of offenses or because of the not knowing the Shastra? How to know? If someone is in the pure devotees association for a long time and read the scriptures, but still he has faithlessness, means aparadha is the cause. Can be the good cause. And someone is not read the scriptures and not in the association of pure devotees and not read the scriptures, but he has no faith, means he didn't know the scriptures actually, bhakti scriptures. So that's why we have to.
Any example of this case? Somebody you can ask question.
This is bhakti sangha.
Any example from the past?
As an example, maybe Venugopal. You can take Venugopal as an example. I don't know. I don't know about examples. I don't know. And it's very difficult such examples finding. Vishwanath, he will not give any example. Because we don't know. So if you say because of offenses, if you say that means you are offending him. And there is.
Price in the Chaitanya family
I don't know.
about Ram, but we should not do.
I don't know. So we understood. So why the Shastras has to be known as the highest authority. That is this course we do. Now we'll begin actually from the scratch. What is jnanam? What is knowledge? Knowledge means not the jnanam which is we see in the Bhagavad Gita. That jnanam is what? Tam padartha jnanam, tat padartha jnanam, aiki jnanam. Jnanam is a common word, like it can be having the contextual meaning. Here I am asking jnanam in a context, in a general way, not in the Bhagavad Gita context. I am using the word jnanam. Yeah. Okay. In Bhagavad Gita, jnanam means what? I am not body, I am soul. This is what? Tvam Padartha Gnana. And Brahman is the absolute truth, which is not having any qualities and any form. This is what? Tat Padartha Gnana. And this soul, this Tvam and Tat both are one. That is known as
Jiva Brahma.
Aikya Gnana. Jiva Brahma Aikya. So this is the Gnanam actually as per the context of Bhagavad Gita. And also Artha Arthadi Jignasu Artha Jignasu Artha Arthadi Jignasu Gnani Cha Bharatarshava. There Gnani means that Gnana is also the Gnani possesses Gnanam. That Gnana can you take the whatever discussion in the first 6 chapters? That means Tampata Tatpada Daiki Gnanam can you take for him? Gnani means what? Generally, the possessor of Gnanam is known as Gnani or not? Dhani means the one possesses money is known as Dhani. Similarly, Gnani means the one possesses Gnanam is known as Gnani. What Gnanam there? Can you take the Chaturvidaha Bhajante? So there the Gnani is there. That Gnani is nothing but possessor of Gnanam or not? What Gnanam? Tvam Tatpadartha Gnanam can you take there? No. Sukritina is said na. Means what? Those who are following Varnashram Dharma and worshipping law. Those people. So that's why you should take the word Gnanam contextually. That's why I'm explaining. So in the first 6 chapters, Gnanam is different. Tvam Padartha, Tat Padartha and Aikya Gnanam. And also in the last 6 chapters also, Tvam Tat Padartha Gnanam, Aikya Gnanam. This one. But somewhere also in the Bhagavad Gita, it changes actually. Gnanam, contextual meaning you should take. If you don't understand the words meaning contextually, then what you will do? You will make everything kichdi and you yourself confused. Like bacho, sometimes what they do, they will put the legs in the chair here and there and they struck themselves and oh, like that they try and they cry. Like that. Similarly will happen to us also. We mix up either other concepts and then we break our head and we think that what is we are, oh, this is not, this is that, this is right or that right. This is known as a childish activity actually. So systematically, that's why we should read also book from the beginning to ending. You hear the word meaning something from the some speaker and also something from some speaker, and then after that both you are bringing it and applying in the new place and getting the new things and making mess. This happens. This kind of no, a systematic study we should do. Prabhupada takes the various acharyas commentaries. Just in a short time, he wants to give the many good things. So that's it. To get the better understanding of the purports, you can take the help of acharyas commentaries, which will be helping you what context here Prabhupada is using this sentence and what context. So as Prabhupada wanted someone should write commentary on his books. He said as Bhakti Maharaj says this. हम लोगों को पढ़ने के लिए टाइम नहीं है कमेंट्री लिखने वालों को because we became merely gross actually as per our calculations growth in devotion means we calculate with the externals actually big buildings big crowds but growth is calculated based upon the consciousness level actually the surrender amount of surrender and faith and surrender this is the actual scale to measure our bhakti level actually. Otherwise, sometimes we see positions. Otherwise, we think big position means big pure devotee, and low position means low pure devotee. No, this is gross level of understanding. No. You cannot. Then, if you have such a mood, then what will you be doing? Unnecessary offense towards so many nice devotees who are very simple also. And this will lead to you struck in 5 results: crookedness, faithlessness, material attraction. All these will come as a friends. They immediately will manifest those results. Be careful. All these are all from Shastra only. That's why you should know Shastra. So, what is Jnanam actually? In general, So now we are going to say yes, please.
You see the nature of object as they are.
See the nature. Very good. And what is the role of jnanam in our lives? In general, I am asking. What is the role of jnanam? Knowledge. Yes.
We have to do certain tasks. Knowledge helps to achieve the result.
In general, that means to do the task, it will help. You
Lead a comfortable life.
to lead a comfortable life. And else?
Like if you have to clear your body, अपनी body को ठीक करना था आपको आयुर्वेद का ज्ञान होना चाहिए. So this is knowledge.
Yes, yes. That means what? You are saying nicely, but can you give such a nice definition which can cover all these things?
मीन्स कई बार ये सुनते हैं कि भगवत गीता है हमारी लाइफ मैनुअल है. इसी तरह अगर ज्ञान रहेगा में शास्त्र को एक लाइफ को भक्ति को आसानी से
माने एक मैनुअल टाइप में ज्ञान माने भक्ति ये सब नहीं. इन जनरल आई एम आस्किंग, भक्तों के लिए नहीं, ज्ञान भक्तों के लिए जरूरी है क्या? ज्ञान को सबके लिए जरूरी है या नहीं? तो इसलिए then jnanam is not only for the devotees, jnanam is for everyone. Then give definition such a way. Yes.
This is also according to Bhagavad Gita. Gyan is something which helps us to achieve jnana. It is possessed by the jnata, which helps us to achieve
Jnana is possessed by the jnata. No. Which is tell about the name. But I am asking, what is jnana?
to know.
Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says knowing about Kshetra and Kshetrajna is not man.
The things as they are.
To know the things as they are. Very good. Yes. You are always coming very close answers. Yeah. Yeah. Last.
Go and deal with the things. Right.
This is more precise answer, to deal with the things. Yes. Sarva vyavahara hetuhu jnanam. To deal all the things, we need jnanam. For example, if you don't know what is table, and someone said you, hey, bring the table. Will you bring? Can you bring? That means you, as a child, your elders taught to you, beta, this is table. In the childhood, they taught or not? This is known as jnanam. This object is known as table. This object is known as mobile. This object is known as kartal. This object is known as, what is it? Dona. This object is known as laptop. This object is known as remote. This object is known as mic. Someone taught to you or not? So that means knowledge is caused to deal with the things, and also walking, going, sitting, standing, all these are all taught to us or not? Mother will say, sit, like that. She will make, put down and then do. Then she will teach what is the meaning of sitting, what is the meaning of walking. That's why in the children, they have so much ability to learn this inquisitiveness, and that's why they keep on learning so many every day, so many words and so many objects and their names and meanings. But in the due course of time, what will happen? It will go so less. Even a day, we are not ready to learn even 2 new things also. We become dull actually. We become more dull. Our inquisitiveness goes down. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya. Pariprasna is gone actually. But children, Mama, what is this? Mama, what is that? Papa, what is this? They ask. They always ask. They remember also. This is not a jnana. Jnanam is telling about all the objects, actions, and so many things in this whole world. If jnanam is not there, is it possible to deal the things? I also don't know what is this object, and you also don't know this object. And you are asking, you want to ask someone to bring that object. Then how you will do? How you will say to him actually? So that's a sarva vyavahara hetu jnanam. And how to get this jnanam is what? Two types actually. Sa vidha. Smriti anubhava. So this book also I'll give, but some extra points are there. I am just sarva vyavahara hetu. Jnanam is two types. One is smriti jnanam, another is anubhava jnanam. We are going in a basic level because we want to establish Srimad Bhagavatam as the highest scripture. For that, where we are beginning? We are beginning with the just jnanam actually. Sarva vyavahara hetu jnanam. So that is divided into two categories, smriti and anubhava. What is anubhava jnanam? What is smriti jnanam? Samskarajanyam. What is smriti jnanam? Samskarajanyam. Samskara matrajanyam actually. Samskara matrajanyam. That means the knowledge which is coming from or which is produced from the impressions. Like example, I will give. Yesterday we went to village program. Okay. So in that, now as I just said village program, the word you heard. So what is coming to your mind? Back he came. Field, and also there is a field is there, and this many people came and they ate that prasadam, and everything is coming on. These are all produced from where? Samskaras actually. Samskaras are there now. Some ignition is given to those samskaras to come up, and when they come up, then now you are getting the beside to that temple fields are there. This knowledge is coming or not now? These are all coming from where now? From the samskaras actually. From previous, not experience. This is samskara. Experience is different and samskara is different. Experience lead to samskara, and that samskara is giving now knowledge is not you are not experiencing now. Now you are not in the temple and you are not in the fields.
Past experience.
Huh?
Past experience.
That is known as samskara. Now we cannot say past experience. Past experience led to what? Samskaras, and that samskaras are popped up and that you are giving now. Now past experience is over. Past experience means now experience means you are there in that field and you are seeing the temple and also the fields. This is experience. Now it is not there now. That all formed a samskara, and those samskaras are now waken up. Then now those samskaras giving the knowledge of what? Temple is surrounded by fields. Temple is surrounded by fields. This knowledge is coming from where now? Samskaras. So that's this knowledge is known as what? Smriti jnana. Samskara janyam. Samskara matra janyam jnanam. Smriti jnanam. And opposite to this, whatever is there, that is, other than this, whatever is there, that is Anubhava jnana.
Anubhava is experience.
Huh? Anubhava jnana. This is Anubhava. Anubhava is experience. Anubhava jnanam. Okay. Tadivinnam jnanam anubhava. So next, this anubhava. So anubhava is two types. Yathartha anubhava, ayathartha anubhava. Yathartha anubhava, ayathartha anubhava. What is yathartha anubhava? Seeing, yathartha anubhava means here it is said that tadvati tat prakaro anubhava yathartha. If there is a rope is there and you are seeing the ropeness in the rope, then this is known as yathartha anubhava. That means whatever the qualities are there in that object, that only was experiencing, then that is known as yathartha anubhava. That's why anubhava is how many types? Two types. Yathartha anubhava, ayathartha anubhava. What is ayathartha anubhava? Tad abhavavati tat prakara. What is यथार्थ अनुभव? तद्वती तत्प्रकार. तद्वती मीन्स उसमें जो है वही एक्सपीरियंस करना, उसी गुण को एक्सपीरियंस करना. Experiencing the same qualities what they are in that object, and experiencing the other qualities which are not there in that, then that is known as ayathartha anubhava. Example is seeing snake in rope, ayathartha. Or seeing the silver in सुक्ति. सुक्ति जानते हैं? सीप. सीप जानते हैं? समंदर के किनारे सीप मिलता है ना, चमकता रहता है सीप. शल शल उसको बोलते सुक्ति इन संस्कृत. सुक्तौर सुक्ति. सीप बोलते हैं हिंदी में, इंग्लिश में शल बोलते हैं. इन द शल वी सी सिल्वर. दिस इज व्हाट? ayathartha. Ayathartha anubhava. Yeah. Of course, ayathartha jnanam also, that is. Yeah. Yathartha anubhava is known as prama. Ayathartha anubhava is known as aprama. Not prama. Prama. Yathartha anubhava is known as what? Prama. Ayathartha anubhava is known as aprama. Why? It's a building blocks actually. When you learn the subject matter with these small building blocks, then you are getting the ability to answer anyone. Your intelligence and your understanding will become very deep, powerful. If you know the things very superficially, then anyone ask the detailed question will be out. So prama and aprama. This is clear. Prama example is seeing silver in silver. Silver in silver. And aprama is seeing silver in shell. Okay, we are already 3 o'clock.
This ayathartha illusion.
Yes. Ayathartha anubhava is illusion. So now yathartha anubhava is now 10 types. Yathartha anubhava is now 10 types. What are that? Pratyaksha, Anumiti, Pratyaksha, Anumiti, Upamiti, Shabda, Arsha, Aitihya, Arthapatti, Sambhava, Abhava, Chesta. Okay. In the book it is there. which I give notes. Ayathartha Anubhava, that is. Okay, I'll show anyway. Okay, we'll stop here today and we'll start our journey tomorrow. Okay, these are the pratyaksha. Pramanam, I said that pratyaksha, anumiti, these are all the one which cause for the pratyaksha anubhava is known as pratyaksha pramanam. But those are all where it is in somewhere else. Okay, I'll write. Tomorrow I'll write. You can read this, you can get some more understanding this book. As per the Tarka Sangra 4 types, but as per the Tattva Sandarbha 10 types. We are not going to miss any pramana. Everything we take and we refine finally. We also come to the 3 only. Take first 10 and then we summarize it and finally say that 3 only. Main 3. They are all just nothing but the different different mixing of these 3 only into the basic blocks are 3 only. From that we build the as a 10. But we take that's a 10 and summarize that into the 3. Pratyaksha, Anumana and Shakti. Then from there we travel actually. Okay. Thank you very much. Any questions? Anything? Yeah. Yes. So, Bhakti Thakur?
एक नदिया गोत्र में नित्यानंद महाराज सॉन्ग है उसमें श्रद्धा का वर्णन है नित्यानंद प्रभु कहते हैं श्रद्धावान थे तो उसमें
सब जगह श्रद्धा मानी हुई है दृश्य
सबने ऐसे तो मैंने भी सुना था मुझे कि नित्यानंद प्रभु ने सबको फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट तो क्या वही जो श्रद्धावान थे सिर्फ वही
क्या
मुझे जो लोग नित्यानंद प्रभु के कांटेक्ट में थे वो दृढ़ श्रद्धावान
नहीं भी तो भी हो जाएंगे महत कृपा हो गए होने वाले को भी है करके बोलते जैसा अभी आप इंजीनियर बनने वाला है लेकिन बना नहीं इंजीनियर बोलते ऐसे पढ़ रहे थे तो कहाँ इंजीनियर आप डॉक्टर को थैंक यू वेरी मच